So what was the other emergency?
The apartment right across from the police station just collapsed.
We have a building that's coming down 324 North Main Street. We need the police right now.
I need manpower to help me evacuate this phone.
Guys, let's get back. Get back.
Oh!
Thank you for joining us tonight. 1 year ago, life changed right here in the heart of downtown Davenport. Just before 5 p.m. on May 28, 2023, 324 Main Street partially collapsed, killing 3 people, destroying apartments, and forcing businesses to evacuate. A lot has happened since then. Tonight, we'll look back at the tragedy, hear how the community is rising from it, and explore how lawmakers are working to prevent it from happening again. Let's start right here at the corner of 4th and Main and take you back to the early 1900s. In 1907, construction finished on the Davenport Hotel, which was known as one of the city's finest accommodations. 76 years later, it earned a spot on the National Register of Historic Places. That listing shows it ushered in a period of tall buildings downtown and connected this area to the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad. The building was bought and sold over several decades until Andrew Wold's company bought it in 2021. Fast forward to early 2023. In the months before the collapse, contractors, city employees, and residents all shared concerns about the building. Last May, an engineer who previously inspected the building issued a report 4 days before the collapse. It found part of the west wall appeared ready to fall imminently. That same day, the city issued a permit for wall repairs. Days later, a downtown Davenport worker called his boss about the wall, who then called 911.
One of my guys was working. He was cleaning up in the back parking lot and said that the wall is bulging out. Okay, we're gonna have fire go check it out and just take it to the structure.
Firefighters were on scene for about 4 minutes, and the city says crews noticed repair work happening. Later that day, city building inspectors arrived and said the work was in line with expected engineer plans.
We had sat down to just relax for a moment before we started cooking, and then right outside the door frame, it was cracking at the top.
2 minutes after Peach and Lexus Berry took this photo, disaster struck.
We were literally about to head out the door. She already had her hand on the door, but literally within that second, everything fell.
And Peach fell with it. 4 stories down, with 2 more stories falling on top of her.
Cement just stacked up like on the side of my head, and I did have my arms free, so I was moving a few things so that I could breathe.
Ma'am, come with me, come with me.
I was scared. I didn't know where she was. I was terrified that she was under something that she couldn't get out of.
Okay, where were you at?
For the first time, they are seeing video of a sobbing Lexus, showing officers where Peach fell from.
You're okay.
I knew that she fell because I heard her scream from behind me. I was freaking out because I had no idea where my wife was.
Peach was trapped for 8 hours. She held pieces of rubble in front of her face to prevent the broken sprinkler system from drowning her.
In those 8 hours, did you ever think you were gonna die?
There was a moment, but then my survival skills kicked in, and it was like, no, this isn't it for you. Like, you're going to live to tell your story. Dying wasn't an option that day.
A doctor had to amputate Peach's left leg on scene, but the only thing she cared about was knowing if her wife was alive.
Hearing her voice when they did get me dug out was the biggest sigh of relief. I just wanted to live and get out of there. I just wanted that nightmare to end.
But the nightmare was just beginning. Peach has had 4 surgeries in the year since. She attends physical therapy twice a week and hopes to be walking with her prosthetic leg by the end of the year.
Taking it day by day, as best as I can. because some days are definitely harder than others.
You're doing amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Are you going to walk into the next session and say, okay, that needs to be a priority for you?
Yes. Yes, I am. In fact, I had a meeting that related to land banks, and that has to do with possibly cleaning up, fixing up some of the infrastructure that I've been talking about. And I'm really optimistic. I will be definitely advocating for that one to be brought in and worked on early next year. And it allows rehabilitation on some dilapidated and unfit to live in structures. So certainly some of our buildings here would relate to that also.
We may be able to take, if we can, in the control room, meteorologist Evan Bunkers, he has visual of that tornado.
Okay.
Right now on the ground. I don't know if we're ready for him. In fact, there we
it
go. We're not going to be able to hear him. We can't get sound, but we at least have a visual. Again, this is live right now. He is near Mediapolis, and we're able to give you that visual of the tornado. Now, the picture I got from him just a few moments ago was a little bit further down, but yeah, you can clearly see something's cooking there right now.
Again, we're on I-74 right now, just near Andover. A lot of wind. We've gotten some really gusty wind out here as well. You can kind of see how fast those trees are moving.
There's a tree.
Oh, there goes a tree.
There goes a tree.
And
stay right there.
Numerous.
Woo! Sorry, we got some debris coming out the truck.
Yeah, right now on radar, debris signature right over Interstate 74 at Illinois 81. Debris signature on the radar with this tornado.
Let's keep this shot if we can, and then if we can we do a dual box here and actually show the radar as well. They're trying to move the camera a little bit more. Once again, let's explain a little bit more about a debris tracker. This is our...
Hello, my mic is up. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Morgan.
Yeah, sorry, we just wanted to make sure that we were safe. There is a whole lot of wind out here. You just saw all those trees go down. And it is still really windy out here on I-74. Here's a look at our front view.
Wow.
And again, we're going really slow right now through this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist James Zahara, and welcome to our WQAD Storm Track 8 Severe Weather Special right here on the News 8 Plus app. There's a variety of topics the Storm Track 8 weather team would like to share with you, from facts and figures to even answers to questions that may actually surprise you. We'll have Morgan Strackbine discuss her adventures of storm chasing from last year, the point of storm chasing, safety, and what really goes on in the beast. We'll then head over to Peter Warner on the shift to Tornado Alley and its impact to severe weather here locally. Allison Mills will focus on derechos, its frequency, and if we expect to see more in our area. Then Andrew Stuskey will discuss about the next generation in severe weather warnings, AI's role in that, as well as redefining NextRad. Then finally, we'll have all of us together in our weather forum discussing other severe weather topics, as well as the many ways you can receive the best severe weather coverage in the area.
And a good Wednesday morning, Quad Cities. It is Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. The time right now is 9 o'clock, and it is time for Ask Andrew Live. This is where I take your weather questions, weather-related only questions, that is, and we'll answer them live. Plus, we're going to do an in-depth dive into the upcoming winter storm system that's going to be making its way across the region. We have a weather impact alert in place for later today. We also have a weather impact alert in place to start the upcoming weekend. So we have lots to talk about. And in just a few moments, weather anchor Peter Warner will be joining me as well to help break down this next incoming storm system. If you're new, welcome to the stream. We are so happy to have you here. It's kind of our little exclusive club, if you will, on the WQAD 8 streaming app. If you don't have the app yet on your smart TV, Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, the TV stick there, or an Apple TV, Any 3 of those will give you the ability to catch the WQAD 8+ stream. If you're also new here too, you're not sure how this works or how to submit your question, you can text your weather-related questions to this number on your screen.
We are following several breaking stories as we come on the air tonight. We just learned in the last few hours 2 police officers are in the hospital after a shooting in Macomb. Details are limited right now, but we know the university sent out an emergency alert about the incident a little after 7:30. It happened on North Normal Street. That's about 2 blocks south of the WIU campus and on the west side of Macomb. Harrison Belsanti is live in Macomb tonight. Harrison, what can you tell us about that scene right now?
Hey John, yeah, it's obviously still a very active scene. I'm going to step out of the way here so you guys can see behind me what we're looking at tonight. There's still several officers and police vehicles here right now. The area on the street here is of course still blocked off by squad cars as police continue to investigate.
This was the aftermath of the shooting on January 5th. Now, it is important to note we received edited dash camera and body camera footage. A total of 7 short videos were sent showing specific moments. We have sent a Freedom of Information Act request for the full unedited video, but here's what we can show you now.
Hey, come here.
In the video, you can see an officer approach a parked car.
Come here now.
Jakarta Jackson is already outside the vehicle and walking away.
215. I got one running. 1224. Stop him! Shoot you!
Rock Island police officer Brett Taylor chases Jackson around the house.
Show me your hand! Stop!
Jackson gets back inside the car.
Get out of the car!
After breaking the window using a baton, Taylor opens the door.
Oh, shoot you! Put it in the car! Put it in the car! I'll shoot you!
When we pause the video, you can see a passenger put the car in park. Seconds later, in this slowed down version, Jackson puts it back in drive. At this point, the camera becomes partially covered and it's difficult to see. But from the dash cam perspective, we see the other adults outside the car. As it starts driving, they yell, "You got your kids, stop the car." A few seconds later, you hear the shots fired. We're not showing you that moment.
215 shots fired.
Now, this was just part of the evidence State's Attorney Dora Villarreal reviewed. Her entire report is 18 pages. Again, she ruled the shooting reasonable, writing, quote, "Whether Jackson intended to jeopardize the life of the officer and the passengers in the vehicle is not a factor in this legal analysis. But the bottom line is that he did, and they are lucky to be alive."
Tonight, dozens of protesters in the streets of Rock Island blocking traffic coming off the Centennial Bridge. They also forced the city to postpone tonight's city council meeting, quote, "in the interest of public safety," after demonstrators blocked the entrance to the building. They're demanding justice in the death of Jakarta Jackson. Jackson was shot and killed by a Rock Island police officer last month. This is not the first protest, but tonight it poured onto the streets.
I'm hoping that it will shake this community to let them know that there's people for the black people.
We begin with breaking news happening right now in Rock Island as police are searching for a 4-year-old girl who was taken in a Rock Island carjacking. Rock Island police say they've called in several other local agencies, the FBI, and the Quad City Missing Persons Network.
I just knew we were going to find her.
The goal on officers' and residents' mind, Anessa Hodges and Haley Showalter were among hundreds looking for the 4-year-old girl Thursday, and they were the 2 who found her.
To be honest with you, I know where the little girl is because I drop her off from daycare when I watch her. But I didn't know I was down the alley of her house.
The mother and daughter say they turned down this alleyway while searching neighborhoods near 15th Street and 15th Avenue. Hodges is the little girl's caretaker at Cat's Kids Daycare. The 2 of them called the girl's name, saying the bad man is gone, and eventually found the 4-year-old here at her own back door.
And at the end, it's just a miracle.
Chief Tim McLeod kept repeating this was an intentional deception, saying the mom made every effort to lie to police and hide her daughter when she was, in fact, inside the house the entire time. The only truth that her car was stolen.
You're watching election night coverage on WQAD News 8.
Thanks for joining us on election night. I'm John Diaz.
And I'm Shelby Kluver. We're going to take you right to the latest on the presidential race.
Just minutes ago, ABC News calling Iowa for former President Trump. Now, you may remember a poll that was released just a few days ago that showed Harris with a slight lead in the state.
And earlier tonight, Illinois was called for Kamala Harris. No surprise there. Let's send it over to Jenna Webster, who is in studio tracking the race to 270. Jenna, what's the latest?
Yes, so right now we've kind of been in this holding pattern for Donald Trump. Oh, he just moved up from 210 to 214. Actually, Kamala Harris just moved up to 179 with California and Washington being called. If you were with us on our streaming app, when we were talking about Iowa being called, one of the things that I was talking about a little bit with that poll being within 3%. And Donald Trump won the state by 8% in 2020 and 9% in 2016. Right now, with 71% of the vote, he is winning by about 14% there. I'm curious if that margin is going to shrink a little bit. Either way, Donald Trump won.
And I can't believe it's been 20 years. That's the strangest part.
Tony and Joanna Reynolds will often visit their daughter Adrienne at her gravesite, where for 20 years, time has stood still.
I hate it. Some people say, don't come visit me here because I'm not here. And I kind of look at it as this is the last place I've seen you, so this is where you are to me.
She wanted to be somebody, but she wanted to be known, but what a heck of a way to be known.
An angel looks down on her. In the winter months, the Christmas blanket they made keeps her warm. Engraved on the bottom of her headstone, Daddy's little girl.
She'll always be 16 to me.
But time has kept moving.
In an unsworn statement today, Kolb stopped short of admitting to killing Adrienne, saying, "I made a mistake I can't help but regret. I know I could have done more to stop what happened."
After Sarah Kolb was convicted of murdering Adrienne, she was sentenced to 53 years. The Reynolds family visiting Adrienne's gravesite after. Justice was served, written on their car.
A lot of people get to go home today, except Adrienne.
In 2008, Nate Gaudette finished serving his 5-year juvenile sentence. He died in 2012 in a fiery car crash in Indiana. Sarah Kolb, now Shane Kolb, and Corey Gregory, now Harley Quinn, have exhausted their appeals.
I know you will never forgive me, and I would never ask for it because I do not deserve your forgiveness. All I'm asking the court to do is recognize the child that I was.
I don't think of them that often. I think of Adrienne more than I do of them.
Instead, remembering what time did give them.
It feels good to talk about Adrienne because it keeps her memory alive. You know, she was somebody. I always think about her singing. She loved to sing.
A sign hanging on her door, a joke from her dad about her messy room, still hangs today.
I can't believe it's still hanging on, but it's still there.
The guitar Adrienne played still in the corner, and shelves once filled with her own trinkets. Now memories of Adrienne left in the yard or on her grave.
A sign somebody wrote to Adrienne from me. I don't know who it was. It says, "Sing with the angels and never stop." I'm with her probably every day.
The Reynolds created a scholarship in honor of Adrienne. Thousands of dollars raised, first with car wash fundraisers, now with GoFundMe, donated to Adrienne's old school, the Black Hawk Outreach Center, to help students pay for their GED test.
A lady we camp with said her grandson was going to Black Hawk Outreach and couldn't afford to buy his test. She said, "I told my grandson, mention Adrienne's name," and they did, and they helped him through Adrienne's thing. That meant a lot. There were so many people that did so many good things.
A community that supported them all throughout trials, vigils, now still, 20 years later, carrying that support.
I've run into the groundskeepers. I don't know any of them personally, but I'll never forget. One of them told, "We keep eye on her."
Adrienne used to help Tony bring flowers to graves across the Quad Cities. Tonight, he'll lay pink flowers on hers.
I feel like Adrienne's at peace right now. I think she's in heaven and singing and enjoying, you know, her life in heaven.
Adrienne Ryan Reynolds singing with the angels. Jenna Webster, WQAD News 8.
Sometimes you have to take a step back to see how far you've come.
Our world's turned upside down last year.
At Niabi Zoo, a bird's eye view of the cat enclosure shows a new beginning.
People are going to come around that corner and they're going to be like, oh my gosh.
Assistant Zoo Director Tammy Schmidt has big plans for Niabi's big cats. Today, caution tape and construction cones mark where new steel and mesh will eventually form 4 new habitats.
And then we're also then re-outfitting the habitats with new logs, boulders, grass seed, all of this will get them zhuzhed up again for the cats to come out.
It's been a long time coming for Niabi. This time last year, a winter storm dumped 9 tons of wet, heavy snow on the zoo. All the animals were safe, but this is what was left behind.
We drill 6 times a year on things. This was not in the cards.
Good morning. It's Sunday, February 2nd. Thank you for joining us for News 8 this week. A bit of a different setting for us. We're here at Bettendorf High School. Our program is going to focus on the issue of teacher retention.
So our study is about science teacher persistence, and it came from just a recognition that 50% of math and science teachers leave in the first 5 years of teaching. And that's a big statistic. But we've known, for the most part, why they leave for a long time. Workload is part of it. Not feeling supported sometimes is part of it. But I wanted to flip the question. I wanted to take that question and kind of like, okay, so we know why they're leaving, but why are good teachers staying? And that's really the start of this study.
There's other jobs I could have too that pay just as well, have benefits in our community, and I have a biology degree, a master's in environmental science. I could go out and do other things. So just pausing and thinking, like, is this what I'm meant to do? Is this what I'm meant to, or is this what I'm going to be, is this what I'm good at? And is this making the impact that I hope to see a changed world for them? And yeah, that's definitely something.
And a lot of teachers don't get the support that they need because a lot of people don't understand what a teacher really does need. And so I do honestly feel very proud of the work that we've done to hear from the science teachers directly and hopefully spread that research so that we can accommodate for them more.
Down this lane in Carroll County,
We have found a little niche in our area.
at the corner of Potato Lane and Spud Express,
It's such a wholesome food.
it's harvest season. But not your typical corn and soybeans.
Pretty much from July through the middle of September, if you're eating a potato chip in the Midwest, it probably came from us.
New Miller Farms grows potatoes. A lot of potatoes.
So this past summer, we grew about 9 varieties.
That go into chips, salads, and soups across the U.S.
4 to 5 inches into the ground and can scoop the potatoes up.
A practice Katie Fleming says is possible here because of the sandy soil.
But if we were to go like 2 miles that direction, it's very dark, heavy soil, and that would not be good for potatoes.
Potato harvest begins in July and wraps up around Halloween, with 2 machines working side by side to dig and pick up the spuds.
And so then the harvester can come up, and the harvester will then be digging 6 rows and picking up the potatoes that he's windrowing over. So then he's putting them into bulk trucks, is what we call them.
You're watching WQAD News 8, live from the John Deere Classic.
Good evening. I'm Shelby Kluber. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm John Diaz. Yeah, a very special edition of News 8 at 6, live from the 2024 John Deere Classic. The 18th hole right behind us. What an exciting past sort of 15 minutes or so.
Couple John Deere Classic legends right behind us as well,
Yeah.
with Zach Johnson and Jordan Spieth.
Timing couldn't be any better as far as seeing them come up on 18 right there between the shows, so that was really good timing.
Yeah,
We had to go
he
get
took
you.
off.
I know.
He
You're
took
flagging me
fast.
down.
Yeah, right?
James, we got
We
a
have
show to do,
right?
As this.
My preference is to be a little bit more in the action, so this is just kind of a casual day for me.
David Keeney is the marshal of the 8th hole tee box, the sanctuary of TPC Deer Run.
Sanctuary, yeah. It is. It's peaceful. When I got out here this morning, I saw a group of turkeys wander through.
A fitting name for what may just be the loneliest spot on the course.
Part of being out here is being able to kind of help with the tournament, but then also watch golf. And this is not a great spectator spot.
It's not hard to spot the giant tractors at the entrance of the John Deere Classic, but it turns out there's another group of much smaller tractors out here at TPC Deere Run, and protecting them is a big job. Just as each day's play starts to wind down, Tony and Debbie Burstowski start to roll out.
He's heading to 14 now, it says.
Married to each other for 20 years, and to the Classic for a combined 55.
There, can you use your horn? Beep, beep.
Tony heads up the grunt crew, taking care of the course.
They call me the boss, but I'm not the boss.
He is the boss. He's in charge. Stop it.
It's why these two are tasked with protecting the tiniest tractors at TPC Deere Run.
Pretty good crowd following the last group.
Each hole has 2 T markers, topped with John Deere replicas. As the last golfers move through and the crowds file out,
All right.
Tony and Debbie
Which one you going for?
make their move.
I'll take the second one.
You are the 2024 John Deere Classic champion, first-time winner on tour. What's that mean when you hear that?
I mean, it just means a lot of hard work paid off. It's my dream to play out here on the PGA Tour, and to get a win in my second year, it feels great. I'm just so happy.
A special moment followed by that special embrace.
It means everything. We've had just a kind of a up and down year this past year. Just a lot of things off the golf course happened, but yeah, to just see her and just all the emotion came out.
I think it took me a second to truly understand what this moment means for him. Like, I know it's his first win. It's great. It's what he's been working towards. But I think when he I'm going to start crying. I think when he kind of like put his head into my shoulder, it just really became real to me that this is what he's been working towards, and it was just really exciting.
The senior goes by KP, and even Shiggy at basketball practice.
His minutes may be minimal some days, they might be a lot some days, and you wouldn't know by his demeanor, by his attitude. He's just, whatever we need from him. If I asked him to go get water for the guys, he'd do it. If I asked him to run through a brick wall, he'd try and do that too. He's just a high character kid that's a ton of fun to be around.
Basketball has helped KP stay well-rounded, but it's far from his full story.
Someone else's child is sitting with me in one of the most important moments of his life. Like, my heart was racing.
I was not calm about it, and it was very fun. He came up to my desk and kind of said, "Hey, Miss Munson, I just want to tell you." And I was like, what? I was so excited.
I think Stanford, out of all the top colleges, is the best fit for me. And I also really like their agenda to make the world a better place.
Kriyoshik Prasai will attend Stanford on a full ride for academics.
Dates when grown-ups go out together and do kissy stuff, grown-up stuff. Blech. I'm not going with a boy. Candy Girls. She's in the other class. He's in this classroom, I'll say that.
Why is that? Why would you want to go on a date with him?
Because he's nice and funny, and I just like him. I don't really want to have a date. I want to be single when I grow up.
Why is that?
Because it's more money, and I want to be single because I want to travel and go to other places with and I want to be independent.
We know how to write letters.
Letter writing today is something of a lost art.
Are you able to read the cursive? No.
So when this one arrived at our station, we just had to bring it to the kids who inspired it.
We need to smile more, and these children brought joy to all of us.
The cursive handwriting belongs to 83-year-old Sharon Schooley.
I think that's nice of she to write this big letter.
We're so famous.
And it makes me feel good and happy. Because when you make people happy, it's like the right thing to do.
So today's lesson at Seton is all about letter writing too.
Hi, let me tell you about me. I like to do swim club. I like Cheez-Its.
The second graders writing their own letters to Mrs. Schooley.
Thank you so much for writing back. My name is Roman. I am 8 years old.
Some introducing themselves with a fun fact.
At home, I love wrestling my dad that looks like John Cena.
Others asking a question.
Does she have any pets?
Oh, how cute.
They all wrote you
letters. Gosh. Oh my gosh.
And we hand delivered them to Mrs. Schooley herself.
What is your favorite color? Where do you live? What is your favorite food? From Claire. Cute. I love the innocence.
A letter now connecting 2 generations.
Oh, I'll keep them forever. Oh, yeah.